Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. How we doing out there, crypto friends? We are swimming in a sea of redness. And what I wanted to show you right when we first get started, just like I mentioned in the title card, we are seeing basically selling. It's not shorts piling in. It's actually, if you look here, we have the BTC liquidations coming up, the longs getting liquidated. So a lot of folks that were highly leveraged and having to sell out because of their high margins. And so looks like we have ourselves a long squeeze, as China did pull out of a lot of the mining of the BTC, ETH, and some of the other major names. So let's have a look over at the charts, see where we're going. We're looking here at BTC USD down 11.66%. We got all the way down to their low of the day is 31,259, and pull back from there a little bit. So we have our support set down at 31,055.27. And let's have a look at the line in the sand. We'll switch to the daily and pull back here, and we're going to look for that $30,000 is a magic line in the sand. There's a lot of orders sitting down there ready to buy in should we get down that low. So we'll be watching that closely. And let's look at your support level, 31,055.27, and we have resistance at the 33,532.31. Heading on over to Ethereum. Ethereum really taking an ass kicking here, down 16.47%, all the way down to 1874.45 is the current price. So we're looking at support to hold up at the 1861.21 and resistance up there at the 2025.18. And RSI is getting into the oversold territory here on the 4-hour time frame. So we should be getting nice and ready for a bounce play coming up here very soon. Let's move on over to BNB USD Binance Coin down 18.61%. Stop loss is invalid at the moment. We did not have a trade in place, so we're going to have to find you some support all the way back. And we're this back in the May of 23. So let's get her down there where it belongs. There's your support level, 251.51 for BNB. And then resistance on the climb back up through. Going to need to stay over there area, these previous highs right there at the 282.52. RSI for this particular one, BNB, is way oversold. And let's have a look at the daily as if we're almost there at the oversold on the daily time frame. So like I said, we'll be keeping an eye out for a bounce attempt coming in, as we do have all these new trade targets set up here ready to go. Let's have a look at Cardano. ADA USD down 16.68%. So just like some of the other ones, we're going to have to switch way over here, get things out of the way. And there's our support level all the way back at May 23rd was that low. So we're looking down at support at the 1.111. So liking all those ones. And then resistance level going to be there at the 1.21. Let's move on to DOT, PolkaDot. Get that out of the way. And we got support there. I know I'm in real tight. I'm sorry you can't see too well. I have to get over there to catch that screen. So support 16.00 right on that $16 psychological. And look at that resistance to hold at the 18.26. Moving on to Doge. This is not good news for Doge. So we blew through support. Doge is down 37.82% for the day. So folks are folding up. Them hands went to paper as we look for a capitulation now at this point. We are looking at support, and we're going to have to get down there. Let's switch to the daily. Sorry about that. We'll zoom on over. There we are. Had to get all the way to the daily, so we're looking at that support all the way down to 16 cent. So 0.1632, and then you have your resistance there just above there at the 0.1969. So Doge oversold on the RSI on the daily, so the bounce is going to happen. It needs to happen pretty soon here. Well, let's move on to LTC USD. So Litecoin, this one's down 19.22%. We got to get all these things way over here. So we're down to where we at, May 23rd, that famous day. Down to those May 23rd lows, but just remember though, I will mention, see what happened after that big drop? Had a nice big bounce. So be ready. Don't get no sleep tonight. So 117.83 is your support to watch out for, and resistance now coming back up through the 148.09. So got a nice range in there with LTC. See if we can't catch a bid, as we are oversold here on the 4-hour time frame. Moving on to Chainlink, LINK USD. We have support now at the 16.05 and resistance up at the 18.525. For Chainlink, down 19%. RSI almost oversold here on the 4-hour, so could be a little bit more pain coming. We'll pop over here on the daily. Yet we're not quite oversold yet on the daily. Just a matter how far Bitcoin's going to drop here for us. Let's move on to Stellar XLM USD. And we'll have to zoom way over to, there was that low. May 20th low. And we got all the way down to 0.2588. And our resistance level to watch out for the 0.327. RSI oversold, and moving on to Vechain, VET, USD. So let's give us some kind of reference here. Vechain, familiar territory here, so we're going to get that out of the way. You've got your support level at the 0.067 and resistance there on that previous high, 0.091. Moving on to FIL USD, down 26.21%. As we had a massive puke here in the crypto space, and I'm hoping everyone was prepared with some stop losses. We'll have to switch to the daily. There we go. Get that zoomed in. There we are. So it's been a long time since we've been down here with FIL USD, so we are all the way down to those previous set of lows there. 41.61 and resistance at the 51.83. So moving on to Storj, STORJ USD, down 23.32%. Their lines are all squashed together there. There we go. So get that out of the way. We have support at the 0.613, and we're going to have to pull these off the daily because we can't zoom in that far. And 0.6647. So let's move on to IOTA, Internet of Things, down 20.81%. And you can see that dash red line there is our current price. So we got support all the way down there at the 0.5280, and your resistance level to watch out for at the 0.784. Moving on to COMP, CONP USD. Feeling the pain, so we're looking at support down here at the 207.114 and resistance 241.66. Having a look at basic attention coin, holding up a little bit here for BAT. Let's scooch over here and see if we can't find. Yeah, we got some previous price history more relative there. There we go. 0.4536 is your support, and resistance level 0.6079. RSI not quite oversold. Let's have a look at ETC, Ethereum Classic. So Ethereum Classic, let's get some of these things out of the way. So there we are. We have support at the 40.043 and resistance level 47.153. Moving on to MANA, M-A-N-A, USDC. We do have support barely hanging in there at the 0.47920. And we do have the resistance level for you, 0.584. Moving on to ZIL, ZIL USD. We'll scoot over here and make sure we're not. Okay, looking at support there at the 0.0689 and resistance coming to you there at the 0.084. Having a look here at NU USD, down 17.97%. And we have support there at the 0.19828 and resistance very close by, the 0.25. Let's move on to NMR USD. We're in the 30 range here, so we're right down in here. So we'll scoot on over here. There we are. It's all the way back to February, so we're down to 25.58, so we're pre-COVID pricing now, and that's your support level. And looking now at the 36.1057. Moving on to the graph token, GRT USD. GRT down 19.92%. Your support level is 0.4496. And resistance 0.673. Let's have a look at UNI USD. UNI. We have support down at the 13.60 and resistance is going to be 20.09. Heading on over to AAVE USD. $181.307 is your support to look out for, and you first got to get back up through this previous high at 224.93. Heading on over to MKR USD, down 21%, and we are right in that range right there. So lots of pricing right here. So nice and solid support in this range. 2069.51 and resistance 2,262.51. Heading on over to MATIC. All right, where you at, MATIC? MATIC hold up a little bit better. Some of the other names here down 19.55%. So looking at support to hold right there near that $1 range, 1.02. And resistance right there at the 1.395. Head on over to SOL USD. We have support at the 25.6991 and your resistance level 29.90. NFTs, we have audio. And let's see where we're at here. Found support off that previous low there to May 23rd candle. So we've been here before, folks. Support 0.719, resistance 0.92. Heading over to CHZ USD. We have support sitting all the way down to 0.204. And resistance is 0.262. Let's have a look at Theta. Theta not doing too well. We're down 23.99, almost 24%. So looking at support to hold 6.357. And resistance up there at the 6.96. ENJB USD. This name down 22.57%, so we're all the way over here. That support level is 0.8570 is the line in the sand to watch out for. And let's see, no, we don't have any. We have to go way back in time to find 1.3629. That was March of 21. So let's go on to ONE USD. Down 21.98% ONE, and there's our support level. More recent at the 0.0573, my bad. And then we're looking up at resistance at the 0.07. And wrap it up here with PAXG USD. This one's pegged to gold, up 0.62% for the day. So we have a green candle to look at. That's always nice and shiny. So apparently gold is still hanging in there. RSI just coming off the oversold, so we have support 1770.63. And we'll switch over here to the 4 hour, see if we can find resistance close by. There we go. Just coming back up through these moving averages at the 1792.12. And Bitcoin dominance up 3.39% as folks retreat into Bitcoin. And it looks like they're selling their alts and parking it on the exchange in BTC. And so we're up to 46.78% of the total crypto market cap. And let's have a look at Ethereum, ETH.D. Ethereum is down 1.66%, so they've retreated out of there. So we're at 17.41%, whereas Doge 25% of the crypto market, their market cap is left. So lots of Doge is left the scene. That puts us at 1,263,000,000,000. So we're down total crypto market cap. So the crypto market cap is down 14.29%. And folks, that is a shit ton of money. That is $500 million, or $500 billion, I should say, dollars. So that does it for me. Unfortunately, it was not as good a news as you anticipated, but we're going to be watching for the bounce. It's always a great time and the most difficult time to buy should you choose to do so. But try scaling in little by little. It's always nice when you buy it on the bottom if you can make that happen. So, folks, I appreciate it. We'll check in with you in the morning at the Crypto Morning Show.